Welcome back to the So-So School. I apologize for the 3-month delay. Next time, it will be a 4-month delay. The 4 Andrews you know and love have been working hard on their personal projects, going to school, and even taking care of themselves. I would know.
You learn from me, I learn from you. We've got different points of view.
The title of our discussion is The Metrics of Quality. Quality comes from the Latin word qualis, meaning of what kind, and eventually became quality, meaning character or something. Let's ask our esteemed guests our first question. What would you consider to be high quality? Low quality? High quality to me would be a proper message. A colorful painting. Everything fits together, even if it doesn't make sense. The puzzle. Low quality shows less cohesion. Things don't work as well. There is no confidence in the message that it's trying to convey. And it's not that it's trying to be confusing either. Puzzling. High quality to me means standards are met. In programming or in any field, I would be very careful about sticking to the instructions that were given to me. Although I like a little mystery and assume a lot, standards may include adding notes about what the code is trying to execute. That is accuracy. Efficiency is another criterion. In general, I want my code to have as few lines as possible with a smaller runtime and presentable. Both accuracy and efficiency is high quality to me. Low quality is the opposite case. Minimal standards are met. When you say efficiency, it makes me think about industry. Companies and organizations today value getting more work done. In your case, it is runtime and less time and effort. Although efficiency is important, especially in the workplace, I would look more at the message because message, though not as simple as efficiency, is what is communicated. If anything, efficiency is one thing that makes the message stronger. Personally, I think the word optimization works out. Sounds better in general. Efficiency is based on time and effort, but optimization is about finding the best, whatever that may be. High quality is optimized work. I know I keep talking about hypotheses in the seminars, but I like to talk about how, for example, research questions help build the entire scientific process, including the results. The investigative questions like the introduction of the story. Where the story or frame goes is based on that introduction. Without a well-formed introduction, it topples everything following it. Less optimized. That's low quality. High quality work would mean more connections. The more connections, the better. That's why when you see a piece of work, you need to learn how to understand it by seeing how things come together. Especially like in essays, you have to think about the introduction, how you're going to introduce the subject, how you're going to tie it back in the end so that it bounds everything together. That's just when it comes to a story or an essay. Some sort of argument or thing that you want to explain to someone about. But you have to remember that there's things that may not be understandable unless you have those connections to tie things together. So that's what is very important. Low quality work would mean that there's no connections or there's very few connections. So there's not as much logic that's happening between one idea and the other. To add on, Matisse was a good example of offering those connections. Although his work did not line up with what was popular at that time, it added new connections, new ways to think. He just didn't break the rules, but he also made something much, much more. Thank you for these responses. Art Drew looks at the message, Tech Drew with standards, Bio Drew with optimization, Math Drew with connections. But what about your life? Question 2. Describe a high-quality experience from your life. I was able to learn a little bit about 3D math 2 years ago in school, and I did notice that I already had an understanding about multivariate functions in one of my projects here called Formations, and with that I mentioned an idea, and it's actually multivariate functions. It's a multivariate function if you have something that's fixed and so on and so forth. You just watch the video.
I still value the lessons learned in my previous quarter about physiology. There were so many things that I did not really learn that much about or had a greater glimpse of it. It's the same with classes that have expanded concepts that I learned years ago.
Learning Java 2 years ago was really eye-opening. I had an understanding of the basic structures of elements of certain things, and even more understanding of why exactly I had to type so-and-so on the program. To add on, I remember when you uploaded a video on Loom. I agree, played on the screen. Thank you, TechDrew.
For the mattress problem, the first key in getting the solution that we want is to have a resultant array. That's going to be an integer array, and to get that, we're going to get the array with the biggest size. That's going to be the maximum length of the two arrays, whatever that is. That's going to be the size of the resultant array.
I have so many experiences. Drawing fantasy maps has made me see what works. Looking back in my previous and present maps, I ask myself, why does this map look cool, while this map looks like lines and places attached to it? I see all the invisible things that compose that message. I am currently in the process of finishing an entire continent by the end of 2023. I have a question for everyone. What is an example of something high quality that you've done? I am not sure. I feel like I have one, but I don't know. Maybe my music, especially The Tropics, or Now Entering World 9, which is the current music for the Mere Moments intro.
I have yet to get that optimized work. There's so many things I want to do to improve.
Okay, let's end it with some shoutouts. Hey everyone, it's me Andrew from March 2023, March 21st. Shout out to viewers like you. Thank you. We talked about quality. From quality, we are going to talk about success. The next questions for seminar number 4, true success, are: number 1, what is your definition of success? And number 2, can one find true success? Why? See you in a few weeks. Viewers, you have the option to participate through the comments section. How did the show make you feel? What did you learn? What did you not learn? Bye!